teacher. I started a new school this year. Some of you know that I was at Baldwin, which is a middle school, and this year I'm going to be at Vaughn Road Elementary School, which is elementary. And it's amazing the difference. In Montgomery, we have magnet programs and we have traditional schools. And Baldwin is a magnet program, which means that you have to apply to go to that school. You have to meet a certain criteria, and there has to be space. So there are some people that don't get into the magnet programs in Montgomery. Vaughn Road Elementary School is traditional. Magnet, you have to maintain a certain GPA. In traditional schools, you don't. You can fail. You can go to summer school and maybe be promoted to the next grade, but it's different. The environment between a magnet program and a traditional program is very different. And since school started this week and most of you are getting back into routine, most of you have a book bag. You have a book bag? To carry to your school with all your school supplies and your books, and some children with backpacks that I see these little babies walking around, and these backpacks are as big as they are. It's amazing. And sometimes it's more than they can carry, physically and emotionally. Magnet versus traditional. Sometimes in the magnet programs, kids have troubles too, but they, most of the time, come from families where the parents are there for them. They're encouraging them. They're motivating them. They're pushing them. They're doing everything they can to make sure that those kids make the grades that they need to stay in the program that's going to be the best place for them. And some of these kids in traditional schools don't have that support. Their families are not able to do the same things maybe for them that the magnet parents make sacrifices to do for their kids. It's a lot on these kids, and I don't know if y'all watch the news, but we had a shooting in Montgomery where parents got angry with each other and somebody pulled a gun. And those kids at that school, at that public school, are traumatized. It's a good school on a good part of town, a school that my kids went to when they were in elementary. These kids have so much to carry around nowadays, physically and emotionally. Sometimes we have heavy burdens that we carry around with us, and sometimes these kids worry that they won't have any friends in their class, or that the other kids won't like you. I'm here to tell you to never feel that way. Never feel like you have to dress a certain way or to gain approval from somebody else, because you're not here to gain approval from people. You want your approval to come from God. Galatians 1:10 says, am I trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Am I trying to please people? Because if I were trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Some people worry about what you're wearing. Is everybody else wearing? Am I going to have the same kind of clothes or the same kind of shoes? Or is my purse or backpack or whatever it is you have the same as everybody else's? And I'm here to tell you, it's okay if you don't fit in. It's okay if you're not exactly like everybody else. Because no matter how much pressure you feel to be included or be the same, it's a good thing to be different. It's a good thing to be yourself. It's a great thing to follow God's direction in your life. And if that makes you different, it's okay. Because one day you're going to be stronger for it. Romans 12:21 says, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. You don't have to carry all the worries around with you. The Bible tells us that God will carry those burdens for us. If you started school this week and you started with a load of worries and problems, this morning you can give them to Jesus because he will carry them for you. Psalm 68:19 says, "Praise be to the Lord, to God our Savior, who daily bears our burdens."